Hey, welcome back to M Hood Fishing. Today is Monday night. It's like just a couple of days after I was in Grand Isle with the wind and the white trout. This is my second session of today. Today was like about 94 degrees, mostly in New Orleans. I went out by Empire, it was 92 there, but the heat index mostly everywhere around here put it at about 104. That's what it feels like. That's the feel temperature. So I know 92 and 94 for some of you doesn't sound too hot, and for some of you it sounds like way too hot. It was pretty hot. It is 87 degrees. It is 87 degrees right now, and I'm out with my friend Craig. We're at Bonnabel boat launch here on the lakefront. I'm going to do a bunch of things in this particular video. I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to try to work my way up to big fish, but I've got my ultralight over here behind me, leaning up against the railing. I've got some little jigs. I've got some night crawler. I might just end up soaking a night crawler, but I'm going to catch something to use for bait. I'm going to catch some what we call down here little perch. I'm going to catch bluegills and whatever, and I might mess around with a mess of spotted gar that's hanging out back here in the boat launch. Craig is going to try throwing the net here to get some bait, see if we can get some shad or some mullet. We do have some old shrimp in the bait chest. Let's see what we can do. Might throw some lures for bass, but we're going to try and get a big fish and some different things in this video, show you what all you can do here at night. And I gotta shut up and do it because I'm a little sore and tired and just want to catch some fish. I already had a bad session today because it was way too hot and the water was too dirty. Let's see what I can do here. It's really calm here. All right, gave up on trying to catch gills or any kind of sunfish over at the harbor. It's totally dead, nothing but spotted gar, and the spotted gar aren't even biting over there. So we're going to give it a try off this pier, which is over here at Bonnabel as well. If you're wondering where I'm at the pier next to Bonnabel. There is a little activity here. I'm going to put out this Berkeley Fusion rod right here with a size 2 cat Kale or Cat Power Kale. I think that's the Academy brand right there. I'm gonna put a little piece of shrimp on it.
The shrimp right there.
Yeah, there's shrimp right there, and then I'll cut this up and put it on another rod. That's a ladyfish right there. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I got a piece of shrimp here. It's what we call market bait down here. It came from the grocery store. I'm gonna half it. I'm gonna take this hook here, run it through. There was a little Texas twang for you. I ran it through a little bit. Some of y'all were worried that my twang was disappearing. Well, it's not disappearing. So I'm just going to set this over the side. Most people will be like, oh, cast out towards the lake. Yep. Might do that later. I might do that in 5 minutes, but there's activity right here under this light. There are lights on the other side of the pier, but there ain't no activity. So we're just going to put the little rod.
You saw a big dolphin right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Big alligator gar.
Big alligator gar, eh? All right here is a Tidewater by Shakespeare. And this is a size, this is an 04 Kale on a steel leader with 3 ounces of lead. It's a bank sinker on a 3-way swivel. We got 80-pound braid. We gotta put a piece of that ladyfish I just showed you on this. See if we can get us a gar that we're gonna have to walk around this pier. That'll be fun, right? There we go. Chunk of ladyfish. All right. I'm not going to chunk this too far. I'll show you the night. Woo! About like 30-40 feet out. It's not too deep here. I'm going to set this down. Give it a little slack. Not too much, just enough. Hopefully I'll hear that when it starts to peel off. It's kind of quiet over here tonight. What?
What's that? All that stuff you're talking about, all the chan and stuff.
It moved. It's still out there, but it moved.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Throw the cast know that, you get a bunch of bait.
Yeah.
Maybe have some, I don't know if you got more from that what, but he might.
No, it's just shad. Wow, that's a big bait ball.
Yeah, it is. Oh, what is that?
That's a bass.
No, it's a baby redfish.
Is it?
Yeah, baby redfish.
Oh, baby redfish. Wow, I walked away from my rod. I left Craig with it.
Look at him.
Look what he got. Let me turn on the light.
I saw it rod moving a little bit.
On a night crawler. Look at that. Little redfish.
Little baby red, yeah.
There were some people over here earlier and they were listening to music, so they were fishing too. So they left and now we're fishing this spot where the light is. There's a huge bait ball down here. I want to put that worm back out, see what else I can get on that worm. How about that? There's a little twang for you. You like that?
I just saw a little small redfish a minute ago. Little baby redfish. Oh, bark. He's gone. Hurry up, grab it. Hurry up. He's gone with it. 1 minute. He was gone with it.
Should just let him run.
He had a pole out just now. With a piece of, that drag started taking off and everything. That drag started taking off just now. What it was, but
Let's check the state of the bait.
saw a big
Ain't too bad.
alligator go out here a minute ago.
Need to get some more cut bait. I don't have any, so we're gonna leave that for the moment. And next time maybe I should just let them run. That got our hearts going. We didn't think much was gonna come from fishing up here, but probably gonna have to walk a gar around to the rocks and put the noose on it, because that is looking very likely. There are some big gar popping out there. Haven't seen anything over 4 feet, but I bet there's a 6-footer out there. There usually are bigger gar in the lake. There we go. I just laid this down to go check out another rod. I got myself another little croaker. Catching all the bait. There we go. So yeah, there's a lot of bait in the light. It's not all pogies, but there's a ton of them. Ton of pogies out there. Big old bait ball. That's a bigger croaker. As you can see, we got chaos here. We got rods everywhere. That's some nice cut bait right there.
What is that?
A croaker.
I was going to tell you I might try that, but
Just some in the ice chest. Or do you want a live one?
yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's too late now. Got out. Cool. It's no. Guess we use those cut bait if you want.
I got 2 already for cut bait and a little bit.
Yeah.
You want this for live? Fish with.
We go on this dead crocus you have with. We'll put this right here by your bait bag. This piece of head here.
All right, let's try a live croaker on this. See if this is a mistake. This is a 17-pound test. This is on 17-pound test. It's a live croaker. Oh, he came off. No, he's still there. Big, nice alligator gar. Woo!
You want me to do anything to help you catch more?
Just, you get that perch line in, I'm gonna walk him. He's not trying too hard to get away. Oh, he just spit my bait. Can you see him in the water? All right, let's get him around this ladder. Well, he is really docile. He's docile. He's like, he looked up and he said, oh shit, it's him Hood. I know he's gonna let me go. So that's what the rumor is anyway, out there in the water, not keeping the night. All right, so, oh shit, get back, move out of the way.
Got him right on that pound, huh?
No, he's trying to.
There you go. Wish we had a grappling hook where we get down there and get him.
No, that would just hurt him. So I'm gonna.
What do you want to do?
I need you to come here and hold the rod.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a messed up knee, so I'm being mean to it. I'm gonna climb on down. Tide is going out, so I gotta be careful. I'm kind of on. He's about 2 feet. Got him in the net. We were just about to go too, so let's get him up here, turn on some lights, and show him off. Yeah, you're right. All right, let me get my butt up off of this. All right, look at this. I just wanted to show you this. This OT2 Cat Pro Kale in the corner of his mouth. Nice hookup. Now this was on a live croaker, and I had him hooked through the lips, kind of up through the head, and that worked out good for me.
That's nice for that.
Yeah. All right. This is well worth the wait. It's a nice, quick little trip. Worked my way up from little fish to big fish. I'm not even gonna measure him, but I bet he's about 2 feet or so. Not the biggest gar I've caught, and not the biggest gar that I've seen out here. There are much bigger. We saw some really big alligator gar, but this was a fun catch on light tackle. Now I'm gonna let him go. Just follow me, and we are going to.
Where you going in?
We're gonna run him. By the way, you shouldn't run with gar. Worse than running with scissors. Just gonna revive him in this shallow water. Whoa! Oh, he had other ideas. He shot off. Well, that was actually a surprising release. That fish just shot off like a bullet. Shot off like a light in the dark. So, this pier, people have told me over the years, oh, it's not worth much. There are fish here. There are cats, there are gar, there's little croaker. Occasionally other things show up. I had a pretty good time here. You come out here, fish for gar, I guarantee you will too. All right, I gotta go. See you next time.